Elder Scrolls 6 is in the works. Okay, it's in the works. And I mean, we don't know when this game is coming out, but to hold you over, I'm pretty sure they're going to re-release Skyrim about 3 more times before Elder Rings 6 comes out. And you just got an Oblivion remaster, which means you probably got 9 or 10 more versions of the game to drop before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Can I get a griff? Griff. But there's been a viral new image that is going around in regard to the development of Elder Scrolls 6. And some people have some takes. Others are getting cooked for those takes. And we got to talk about it. So make sure you like the button, subscribe to the Backshots. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this image is right here is going viral on Twitter right now. And this comes from an account called It's Based. They say, wow, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be wild. Feels like a bad joke. And the reason they're saying this is because there's 3 images of women right here. You got Big Shirley.
Big Shirley.
Angela Browder, okay, production studio director. You got, I don't know, what is that? Is that a tranny demon? I don't know what that is. Christine Meister, okay, senior character artist. And Megan Sawyer, a blue-haired monster in all her glory, okay? These are the people that are like in senior positions at Bethesda right now. And of course there's been some takes. So obviously you saw the take from him. You got others like Kabrutus Rambo who had a take. He says, TES bros, I don't even know what that means. I'd start getting worried. And then you can see some of the reactions here. James OP says, if I'm not mistaken, all of these women have been developers for, okay, we'll get to that. But you got John Della Backhole right here, blue-haired, non-binary, needs to be a rule. But this person says, fucking hell, I thought we were finally getting those multi-colored, their hair rainbow freaks, the ones that make things about their identity rather than just be normal, and Troon freaks out, okay? So obviously, there's some people that are taken aback, let's say. They're taken aback by the idea that you got Big Shirley, what looks like to be a granny tranny demon, and a blue-haired monster in all her glory in senior positions at Bethesda Game Studios working on Elder Scrolls 6, okay? So in their mind, this is a power down moment because it's not looking good. However, you got some people clapping back. Here's Nudere with her clap back. She says, you guys are so fucking exhausting. Angela Browder has been with Bethesda for 19 years. She's helped manage projects like Skyrim and Oblivion. Christiane Meister, 26 years. She shaped the look of every race from Morrowind to Skyrim. Megan Sawyer, 21 years. Building the environments in cities you've never shut up about. Women have always been in this industry. They didn't just exist. They helped define the Elder Scrolls. Lore isn't just books and dialogue. It's art, mood, and atmosphere, and they built it. Get your head out of your asses. Yeesh. I ain't gonna lie. She kind of cooked, bro, on that one. Here's Minimum Effort Live. He also had a response. Shout out to that boy Tebow, Minimum Effort Live, okay? Here he goes. He says, okay, so y'all have finally done it. You're going to make me defend the blue-haired and... No, I'm sorry. You're going to make me defend some blue-haired land whales. Congratulations. The 3 women shown in these images have a combined 50-plus years of experience working at Bethesda on games like Fallout 3 and 4 and Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Skyrim. Megan Sawyer is an environment artist. Her work can be found on her own site here. Boom. Christiane Meister, okay, has been working for Bethesda since 1999, okay? Angela Browder has worked as a producer at Bethesda going all the way back to 2006, okay? As far as their physical appearances are concerned, I'm not sure how to break it to most of you, but women who have been involved in game development since the late 90s and 2000s aren't likely to look like Sydney Sweeney. That is an absolute fact. You know what I'm saying? He had to hit you with the facts there. We're gonna get into it though. We're gonna get into it. Let's make sure we give him his just due. This rage bait was already shared around 6 months ago, and it seems that we are back to recycling the same retarded fiend panic all over again. We all know Bethesda is not the same company they once were. This is a widespread issue across the entire AAA games industry, with companies like Ubisoft, Bungie, and Bethesda being shells of their former selves. But these three women, two of who are simply artists who have had careers in the games industry longer than some of you have been alive, are not the main reason why Bethesda sucks right now. He deserves so much more attention for that tweet. Shouts out to Minimum Effort Live. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about it. I think there's two angles you can come at this. First of all, let's come from Tebow and Nure's point right here. Okay, of course, Nure being the attractive female, her tweet got a lot more attention than Minimum Effort Live did, and so we're gonna go ahead and hit her with that retweet or whatever the case may be. So for the most part, I agree with this. These are women who have obviously shown themselves to be every bit of what they're advertised as in the games industry. They've been there for over 20 years. They are the opposite of what it means to be a DEI hire, because they have worked themselves up to be what they are. And I don't have the audience clapping sound, and I'm not going to give them a Don DeMarco, but they should be celebrated for what they've done. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations! Oh my.
Congratulations to these ladies for their contribution to the video games industry and working their way up to senior positions. This is earned. This is not DEI, in my opinion, unless you want to show me evidence of their work being trash. If their work has been trash, I haven't seen that. Obviously, these three women can't be solely responsible for bad product across the board, but they can contribute to it. But if you're telling me that their work is trash, then show me examples of that, and I'll acknowledge that. But these women have obviously worked their way up, and so I see this as a nothing burger. This is rage bait by its definition. This is absolutely rage bait. And then lending more credence to what Minimum Effort Live was saying is, I'm sorry guys, but in the early 2000s you just didn't have very many attractive women looking to work on video games. And then keep in mind that these women have been in the video games industry for 20 plus years each, which means, I'm sorry, though, even if they did look good at any point, the wall came, especially for Big Shirley above. I'm sorry.
Big Shirley!
You know what I'm saying? Big Shirley, especially for Big Shirley. But if there was ever a point where these ladies ever looked good, it was probably 20 years ago. Okay? So that's over and done with. And also, guys, these are creatives. I don't know if y'all ever seen creatives, but most of them tend to be creative on the inside, and they certainly like to show it on the outside. Most creatives are going to be weird, even guys. You know what I'm saying? They tend to have like piercings and tattoos in weird places, different color hair, strange hairdos and stuff like that. That's what they tend to look like, at least until they get older. And typically when they get older, they go back to being normal a little bit. Like how they say, when you're young, you're liberal, and then when you're older, you get more conservative. But yeah, though. On the flip side, to defend Kabrutus, Rambo, and those who might be a little bit concerned, just because these young ladies, there I go lying again. God damn it, give myself the clown horn. Just because these women have been with Bethesda for years and years and years does not mean they do not share some of those same ideological philosophies as the younger women who are in the industry. Don't confuse that, okay? They could have just been sitting there with the company, biding their time and waiting for their opportunity to put the things that they want in video games. I'm not saying that's the case, but I think Nure and Tebow, Men for Live, should sit back and consider that possibility. These might be women who are very much feminists. These might be women who are very much pro all of the DEI stuff and are getting their opportunity now to exert more woman-centric things in the video games that they want. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying let's not talk like it's certainly impossible, okay? So that's all I wanted to say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grift be with you. I'll talk to you.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.